I'm just an old truth teller. I'm your candid friend. I'm not some daydream seller. I do not pretend.
Hello, and how are you doing? It's been a little while. I took a couple days off because I needed them, because frankly, it was just exhausting. Just, just dealing with life and trying to interpret it. But I'm back. Tired, but back. It's tough to. Been beautiful weather. We've just some beautiful weather past couple days, and been able to get out there and do some stuff and see some people, do some training with the team. Haven't seen a barber. Need to see a barber. Uh, I'm gonna have some kind of a mullet situation going on soon if I don't do that. Trying to find the good things in the news, and on my other show, I don't like to talk about current events and everything, but it's really tough not to see just what's going on. It's tough. Your eyes are wide open now. They've been wide open. People need to just stop. They need to stop believing the things that they see on these little screens as gospel without checking them. Check the source. If you think something is different, somebody's culturally different, or there's a different mindset or whatever, get off your lazy ass and go talk to somebody. Go talk to another human being, a different human being. Not somebody that you know is instantly going to support your values or belief, but somebody who would challenge them, somebody who will engage in some discourse with you and educate you, somebody that will make you better for the conversation. Engage them. Engage other people. Reading on these screens, listening to these screens, listening to people like me even is not the way to grow yourself, not the best way. You need to go out and interact with people. You will almost always find that one-on-one interactions, you come back from it better. The whole horror of it and everything is hype that's built by people that don't want to see people getting along. A little disturbing thing. There was a protest down in the city, and they seem to protect the protesters more than the journalists or the public. They supported them, and it was different. I felt like the protesters were treated a little different because of who they were, and it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. That's part of the problem. And here we go. Rich Coin with a quote: "I hate people." That's the mantra of everybody over 50, man. It's a mantra of everybody over 50. Educate yourself to eradicate your own ignorance. Okay? There are different types of ignorance. It can be ignorance because of you're unaware, omission. It can be ignorance for the sake of ignorance. But when you engage in some cognitive dissonance and you have an active ignorance, that you choose to be ignorant, that's wrong. And that's part of what's the problem with the world right now. The support of that. That's something people need to keep in mind. And you see people saying things. We see politicians, we see people saying things that are getting paid good money to say these things. But it's not what they're saying, it's what they're doing. Actions and values must be in harmony for the results to be true. They must be in harmony. And people need to understand that. People are saying things, and the instant they walk away from that microphone, they do something else. We need to start getting rid of these people. I don't agree with all that's going on, but I do agree with the heightened state of accountability. I really do agree with that. I do see the value in that across the board. When people do wrong, they need to be held accountable, no matter who they are. When people do right, they need to be supported. People need to be supported in doing their job of supporting people that do right. People need to do right and support each other in honoring the laws. And when you disregard the law, no matter who you are, where you're from, where you live, or what you do, When you choose to step outside the law and not obey it, you do not deserve protection under the law. Your relationship with the law cannot be situational. You either participate or you don't, no matter who you are. That has no economics tied to it. It's got no race, no color, no creed. It's right and wrong. That's simple. That's simple. You can't play the game at your convenience. That's got to stop. And I really wish I could come up here and talk about puppy dog tales, but it's Flag Day. I don't think anybody even said anything about Flag Day. It's Flag Day. It's my nephew's birthday. I remember that because he died way too soon. And middle of June. And it's kind of a somber time for me, always going into summer. But the weather's been beautiful. I couldn't have asked for a more beautiful day to remember him on. I hope everybody had a chance to get outside and enjoy the day a little bit and participate in it. But when you're reading this stuff online and when you're seeing it, please take it with a grain of salt. Fact check it. Not once, but twice. Fact check it. There's a bunch of great fact checking sites. And I'm not saying just go to another one because you can be misled there. Check a couple and see how it lines up and check your stories out. And if you find a bit of truth, then sure. But don't be sharing this nonsense, no matter what side you are. Both sides are doing a really bad job of it. No, I wasn't just picking on you, dude. I'm talking about a lot of people. I see a lot of people doing it. I've done it myself once in enthusiasm. I see, you see something. Mine is always something stupid. Mine is I research politics. I research something like that because I'm so careful about what I put out because of my position. I don't want to put out something that's going to cause trouble or grief. But I see something where they say we're bringing back the A-team, and I'll repost it right away. Or I guess the ones that always mess me up for the bad reposts where I don't fact check is when I announce somebody from a 70s or 80s TV show has passed away. And it may be something that was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and I see it and I think it's new again. Harry Morgan, who played Sherman Potter or the partner on Dragnet, every time that one gets reposted by somebody incorrectly, I get sucked into thinking he passed away again. So I'm not good at fact checking that, but I own it. I completely own it. And I'm embarrassed when somebody says, dude, look at the date on that. It's 2018, So I try and do my best, but nobody's perfect. But the problem is that we have a responsibility more so than ever before. The information on the internet moves so fast. It is out there so quickly for us to see and grab onto it and just spew back out, with our digital diarrhea and just fire it back out like bad food. It doesn't even stay with us. We got to stop doing it and be careful. What else did I want to talk about? There's not a lot. I wish I could talk to you about puppies puppies being adopted and all those good stuff they throw in at the end of the news. I wish I could tell you freaking barbershops were open, but it's just not happening. There's utter confusion about what's open and what's not. I see people out not doing social distancing, but the governor's even confused. The governor and the legislative body are battling it out, and we're stuck in the middle again. I took a couple of days off. I was hoping they'd figure that out. They really haven't. I think the average person doesn't know what we're doing. I don't know where we are. I don't know what's going on. I do know that as skeptical as I was about this thing in the beginning, I still feel it's too soon for businesses to open. I see that they're having things where some places are open. You want to come out, you're signing a waiver that you can't sue them. If something goes wrong, if you contract this virus and you die or get ill or whatever, that means they're still scared. That means they're not sure. And that means they're putting money before safety. If we're dead, we can't make money. We can't spend money. We have to be safe. And I'm not saying we pander to it, but science needs to come to the rescue. And it's not just going to magically disappear. Science has to come to the rescue. I'll be doing another roundtable type thing with some people. I've been asked to do another one. I did enjoy it. I enjoyed the different personalities. Try and keep it mixed up a little bit. If anybody is interested, let me know. We'll get the right mix of people in there and get something that's good. And hopefully everybody enjoys the rest of their evening and barbecue. Eat some barbecue. And if you're a vegan, you're not a meat eater, eat some whatever food substitute you eat. I don't know how you don't eat barbecue. The smell is magnificent. The smell is the sell on barbecue. There's my slogan for barbecue stand. The smell is the sell. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care, guys.